Hello students, we are discussing the reservoir and the dams. The contents in this video we will be discussing is the gravity dams, elementary profile of a gravity dam, lists the various forces acting on a gravity dams. So we'll start with the gravity dam, what is it and how it is being constructed. A gravity dam is a solid concrete or masonry structure with its cross section in triangular shape such that the forces acting on it are resisted by its self weight. Some example: the Hidakul Dam, it is a concrete dam with large height, and KRS Dam, masonry dam with small height. So the different advantages on this gravity dams are: they are strong and durable than earth dam, suitable for the location of steep gorges where earth dam slip. In the body of dam, spillway portion can be provided. Maintenance is very low. The failure is not sudden, it gives warning. More economical in long run. We'll discuss the disadvantages. It requires sound foundation than earthen dam. Initial cost is very high. Construction time is more unless unused modern equipments. Next, we'll study the elementary profile of a gravity dams. So this is elementary profile of a gravity dam where this is the portion of a gravity dam. Usually we don't find perfect triangular section of the gravity dam. It is just a profile of a gravity dam. We say it as the elementary profile. And the downward action, we call it as the W. It is the self weight of the dam. Similarly, there will be a horizontal force, where what we say it as the water pressure. Because of these two, the water pressure and the self weight of the dam, we find a resultant force, that is R. And this W, the self weight of the dam, it acts from the heel. It is B by 3 of the distance. The total distance or the total base width, it will be B. About that, 1/3 of that base width, it will be acting from the heel. Similarly, the water pressure, it is maximum from the heel, it will be H by 3. In the sense, total height will be of H, or what till the water it is going to stay with atmospheric pressure. That surface till the heel, the water is going to touch the dam. That distance we say it as the height of the water, and the water pressure will be maximum at the height of 1/3 of the total height, and the resultant will act at B by 2 times plus E. E is the eccentricity acting from the center to the resultant force acting at the base. And this resultant, it should be acting at the distance of B by 3 from the toe. Then this dam, we say it as the perfect dam, or it is the stable dam. If any type of pressure, it is going to be acting on the dam. And we find the opposite reaction from the self weight. We call it as the uplift pressure, and this will be just like the triangle, how it is being made, or how this weight or the self weight of the dam it is acting. Similarly, the uplift pressure will be acting. And one more thing, how this resultant is going to act, if it is beyond the E or behind the E. As per that, the uplift pressure is going to vary. To find the pressure of the uplift pressure, we have the formula as CWH, where C is the constant, W is W is the unit weight of the material, and H is total height of the water storage. Next, we have the forces acting on the dam. The first one is weight of the dam. As I have been said, it is W is equals to A into gamma, where A is the area of the triangle and gamma is the unit weight of that material through which the dam has been constructed. Next, the water pressure, the upstream phase, vertical and downstream with tailwater. We have the horizontal pressure as P is equals to half into gamma H square. Similarly, we have tailwater pressure as small p is equals to half gamma H square. Next, the upstream phase partially inclined and downstream with tailwater. The horizontal pressure P is equals to half into gamma H square. The vertical pressure P dash is equals to area inside ABCD into gamma. The tailwater pressure P is equals to half into gamma H square. Similarly, the uplift pressure has a tendency to overturn the dam. The earthquake force, the earthquake effect depends upon the zonal location of a dam and seismic coefficient. The silt pressure, water pressure, ice pressure, wind pressure, and the wave pressures. These are the different forces acting on the dam. So this finishes with this video. If you have any queries, please let me know. Thank you.